Well, we often talk about temperature and how it's changing in a changing climate, and occasionally we talk about precipitation as well. Today we're really going to dive into it, and we're going to have a look at how changing precipitation, specifically changing intensities of rainfall, can have an impact on flooding across eastern Iowa. Now, when we get a warmer atmosphere, it holds more water vapor. We've talked about this multiple times in previous segments, where that warmer air leads to more water vapor that can lead to heavier snows in the winter, but it can also lead to heavier rains as well. So with heavier rainfall, we have seen changes in that rainfall. We're in Cedar Rapids. We've already seen an increase in our rainfall between the 30-year period ending in 2010 and 2020. We've seen a noted increase in rainfall across Cedar Rapids for all 4 of our seasons, and of course annually we're seeing wetter years overall. Biggest changes are occurring during the winter and fall, with spring not far behind. Summertime is a very wet time of year for us anyway, but we still have seen a very slight increase in rainfall as we've looked at our summer season. Across the rest of the U.S., we've seen generally increasing rainfall in the eastern half to 2/3 of the country, whereas the western U.S., which is dry to start with, especially the desert southwest, is continuing to get drier. So generally, areas that are wet are getting wetter, dry areas are getting drier. Now let's have a look at rainfall intensity. So these are amounts that we might get in a given year, but when that rain is falling, how hard is it falling? Is it a downpour or is it a sprinkle? Well, we've seen, especially across eastern Iowa, as well as a good portion of the U.S., rainfall is getting more intense. So when it does rain, it's raining much harder. We're getting much more rainfall in a short period of time. And when that happens, it can increase our flood risk factors as well. More intense rain causes more runoff, which can lead to more flash flooding and can lead to more rises in river levels. Time of year can also have an impact, where when we get into the wintertime, there's more runoff. The reason for that is because of things such as soil condition and vegetation. Soils are frozen during the winter, and plants aren't growing during the winter either, which means that frozen ground as well as saturated soil causes more of that water to run off, whereas during the wintertime, vegetation isn't growing. It's not soaking up water, and that can lead to faster rises and more intense rises in river levels, and as well as flash flooding risks across the area. So again, a summary of how a changing climate might be leading to changing flood impacts and things to watch out for this week's Climate Close-Up.